think about the e-leaflet use case, ePI by PharmaLedger, there's a lot of benefits to that solution, but when you talk about differentiators, I think there's three. And the first one is scalability. What we're seeing around the world is e-leaflet initiatives are picking up pace. 3 years ago, there was around about 12 markets looking at it. There's now nearly 50. So how would a pharma company deal with that demand, with that complexity, especially as a lot of these initiatives tend to start out looking at it nationally? And the answer that PharmaLedger partners have come up with is to have a global country agnostic solution which can serve any market. And this is particularly important for pharma supply chains because we use multi-market packs to meet customer demand, avoid shortages and reduce waste. So wouldn't it be good if we could have multi-market packs and e-leaflet? We think it will be good. And that's the first differentiator. The second differentiator is trust. We work in the healthcare sector and trust is vital. So PharmaLedger has invested a lot of resources and time in validating the solution to GMP standards. And that means that you have the right leaflet for the right product, for the right barcode, for the product in your hand, right every time. PharmaLedger has tested the functional aspects of the product, that is, does it work? And also the non-functional aspects which are important to trust, things like data protection, privacy, pharmacovigilance, and cybersecurity. All of these things are important when it comes to giving the correct leaflet and being able to trust it. And the last thing, which is, in my view, the most important, PharmaLedger is different to other solutions because it's patient-centered. We've had patient input into the solution development from the very early days. Patients told us what's important to them, from being diagnosed with an illness, filling the prescription, and using the medicine at home. And they told us what they valued. We built that into the solution. We've had them, the patients give us feedback from early prototypes, and they've helped us build the production solution, which is now out in the market. So I think those are the three most important differentiators.
ePI is electronic product information. So the paper leaflet will be replaced by an electronic version, so digital. You have your smartphone, you scan the so-called 2D matrix on the package, it looks very similar to a QR code, and you get the leaflet on your screen. So this sounds pretty straightforward, and you can solve that in different ways. For example, the classic way would be you have somewhere a central web server where the information is, and you load that on, or you have a mobile app reading that from a central place. We decided to go a decentralized approach because we thought every pharma company needs to be in control of their leaflet, and we want to also be scalable worldwide, and we want to make sure that there is not a single point of failure. If let's say the central server with the data is down, no one in the world would get then the leaflets anymore. So that would be a kind of a problem. So when you do it decentralized, if one pharma company is down, then this leaflet will be not displayed, but all the others will. So that means it's very resilient, right? If something happens, only a little part is not available. So, and this is why I think the solution we bring is something for the future, because it's from the beginning decentralized, it's not centralized control. It makes it much more resilient. It makes it scalable for whatever number of pharma companies will join and whatever number of products they will put on ePI. In addition, we have also the other benefits from a blockchain. For example, you have a very clear audit trail. So that means the leaflet is very clear when it is put on the blockchain or made available. You know exactly which version is connected with the product of the leaflet, etc. So this is also simplifying the whole, I would say, audit trail for the leaflets, right? Novartis or any pharma company, they have always to make sure that the patient always gets the right leaflet with the product. Today, that's not a problem because the paper leaflet is in the package, but in the future, when you have a digital version, how you make sure that the right digital version is with your product you have in the hand is the right one, right? And we can prove that, and this is a benefit from blockchain and other things. So, and I think that makes the ePI a really a special and a good solution for the situation we have today.
It's been one of the joys of working on these PharmaLedger products to date has been the level of patient involvement that we've had. So right through that requirements and design phase, we met with patient organizations on multiple occasions, ensure that their voice is being heard all the way through the process, ensure that we have those user requirements written from a patient perspective. We've made sure that our designs have been validated from a patient perspective, and we've had usability testing with them all along to ensure that, this is actually meeting the needs of patients. It shouldn't be built in isolation from the intended end user. Then on the functional requirement side, obviously, as many people may know, we've built in a lot of data privacy by design and a lot of security by design into the products. So again, there's been extensive testing around those elements to ensure that, we have built what we intended to design into the actual product. And the outcome is that we have a product that is not just patient-centric in its design, but has also had those technology improvements and, the state-of-the-art that PharmaLedger works on, incorporated into the technology piece of the product, and which will then go to deployment.